Well, hello, General Hospital Daily Recap fans. Today's daily recap is for Thursday, January the 19th, 2022. Thursday, January 19th. This is not going to be a particularly long recap because there is not too much to report, okay? We had nonsense with, not nonsense, but you know what? It didn't take the four scenes probably between Curtis and Portia and then Marshall not wanting to play at the wedding because blah, blah. Anyway, Portia keeps coming back to, have you ever been tested, Marshall? And of course he hasn't. Have you ever had an episode or tested recently? Have you ever had an episode? No. So, but anyway, he's not going to play, or they're leaving it up to his discretion. And for right now, he's not going to play. But watch, he'll come out playing. And then we had scenes between Dex and Michael in the stairwell. Dex is making up something to report to Michael because Michael said, "You called me the other day. What was that about?" And he goes, oh, okay. So he made up, I really don't have progress on that. The guy, the new criminal organization. I'm not in the room and privy to any of it. But when I find out something, I'll keep you posted. Yeah, yada, yada. And then we have Austin goes in the room he thought was empty, and Nina's in there falling apart as Nina usually does. And so he's talking to her, and she's a little off. Nina she's unhinged. She needs some help, right? And so he calls Liesl because he and Liesl kind of bonded over Britt, right? Austin, to me, seems to be that go-to person in General Hospital to give advice, to help, to do, all these things. So he calls Liesl and she comes over and she pretty much, Nina tells her, I have a daughter. I have a daughter, and Carly kept her away from me. Carly, I want to kill Carly. Oh, the bad relationship I had with Willow, she wants nothing to do. Carly was egging her and Michael on. Carly was behind them not, denying access to Wiley. No, she wasn't, okay? Carly made sure that, I was, just had nothing. Carly. Willow and Michael banned her unsupervised visitation of Wiley when the first thing she did is told him Willow wasn't his real mother. Carly had nothing to do with that. Nothing, right? Just to hear, oh my goodness, I was sick of it, right? And then we have Sonny is in the chapel with Carly, and I knew she wasn't going to give in to him, or he wasn't going to bully her, because she ended up, because he goes, you did it just out of spite. And actually, Carly says, no, Nina had nothing to do with that. Nina, no, he goes, for Willow this, and I'm concerned for Willow, and Willow needs this and that. And Carly says, wait a minute, Sonny, where was all this concern for Willow as you watched Nina torment her? You've watched Nina torment Willow for months, and you've said nothing. You've done nothing for Willow. Sonny, well, you've known for months that Nina was her mother, and how could you put her through that? No parent should think that, they had their child ripped away and you keep them away. Well, here's the deal. Difference is, Nina has not been mourning Willow for months. Nina has only been tormenting Willow for months. Nina never knew Willow was her daughter, so Nina wasn't tormented. Nina was tormenting because that's her, right? And so Carly said, you know what? I don't have to justify myself to you. And she said, and you know what? See, I was protecting my family, Sonny, mine. The Sonny Corinthos that I knew and loved taught me you protect your family against harm. And Nina was harming Willow and has been. See, the old Sonny would have understood that because he taught me that. And he goes, you're just trying to punish her for her keeping me away from my family in Nixon Falls. And she should have turned around and said, and you should be punishing her for that too. Okay. Where was you sticking up for me against Nina with that? So then he goes, when she got him on, the old Sonny taught me this and definitely would have been leading the charge. He goes, well, you're right. I'm not the same as when I went to Nixon Falls. And we don't have to do the same things over and over and over again. And so Carly just looked at him. Like, peace out. I'm out of here. So she walks on out, right? But the one thing's for sure is we started seeing glimpses of the old Sonny, but right now we gotta just have him, oh goodness, dealing with just the constant tears and upheaval that Nina is bringing. And then we have Jocelyn talking to Michael, and Michael said, I'll never forget. I can't forgive Mom. I don't know if I could ever forgive her. And Jocelyn was very diplomatic talking to Michael. She knows how to talk to him. She says, ooh, I'm not saying Mom did the right thing. I'm not saying that. But you got to look at it from her side. And Michael looked at it. She goes, Michael, none of us knew Willow was sick. You and Willow chose not to tell anyone. And as soon as Mom knew Willow was sick, Mom came forward and did the right thing. Almost saying, she just didn't say it in these words, had Willow told the family she was sick last August, okay, or even July, Carly would have told her Harmony was her mother way back then. Sonny had the nerve to say, it's Willow dies and the baby dies, it's on your head. For no, whatever, whatever, please. Because Carly and Jason almost died for a car bomb that was supposed to be put in their car, but Miss Wu helped them out with that because of Nina. And you might say, well, how is that because of Nina? No, because Carly was forced to take over the organization. Okay. Nina could have prevented all that. No, she sure didn't, did she? Didn't at all. There we go. So now let's see what else did we have. Oh, was cute. Spencer and Cam. Spencer is trying to be a good friend, a good boy, Cam. Jocelyn came in to get some pie and coffee or pie and tea for Willow. And Cameron's like, what are you doing here? No, Spencer, what are you doing here? And she looked, because Cam was there. He was running in late. He forgot he said he would do the shift, so he left his class to come to punch in. And Jocelyn thought it was his day off, right? So she was coming because she is trying to make things easier for him. And Spencer's like, you would think you wouldn't show up to the place where he works. He is hurting. And she goes, Spencer, don't for 1 minute think I'm not hurting either. This hurts me too. I have known Cameron for years. Just like I've known you. I've known you since we were 5 years old, Spencer. I thought I was your friend. So he goes, well, you are my friend. He goes, no, no, no. She goes, no, you're clearly showing sides needs to be taken, and you've taken Cameron's side. I understand. She goes, but I didn't know he was working because Cameron, he had walked in, I gotta go punch in when she came in, right? And he hears Spencer laying into her about you should just leave or whatever he's saying. And Spencer walks up to Cameron. Cameron walks up to Spencer and Jocelyn. It's like, hey, listen. And Jocelyn goes, you know what? I will go somewhere else to get what I need. So Jocelyn walks out, and Cameron looks at Spencer and says, how many times do I have to tell you, stop trying to fight my battles for me? And Spencer looks like, what? I'm just being a good friend, you know? So they're talking, and Spencer pretty much is telling Cameron something else is up. There's something else going on. Because Jocelyn's not saying you guys just grew apart and you had no clue. He goes, I think Spencer's like, no, really, we have been growing apart. And why would I not believe Jocelyn? You know, I believe, and like she said, I'm hurting too. He goes, I believe she is hurting too, Spencer. You know, so anyway, Cameron is trying to be a good guy. He goes, you know what, maybe as time passes, we can be friends again, you know, him and Jocelyn. So Spencer's kind of like, oh boy, 101, you just don't get it, right? So needless to say, we've got, I think I already went to Liesl talking to Nina. Yeah, I did. I went to that, but it got to the point where Nina said she wanted to kill Carly. She wanted to kill her. And Lisa was like, Lipian, no. You've got the daughter. You've been given a second chance. Do not squander it thinking about Carly. She goes, you're letting this consume you. I'm sorry, she's let Carly consume her forever. Nina can't even spell her name, Nina. Only thing she can spell is Carly. That's the only thing she can spell. And she goes, you won't gain anything by trying to destroy Carly. And she goes, where is my aunt? And she goes, no, look, you know, I'd be the first one to say, oh, you strike hard. Revenge is what you do. She goes, but in this situation, Nina, you have like work to do with your relationship with Willow. And Nina, of course, blamed the whole ill will relationship on Carly. None of it, nothing is ever Nina's fault, ever. But you know what? Nothing was ever Nell's fault either, ever. It was always Carly's fault. And what they did, and this is what I hate, Nina, this was not her personality before Nell died. Every sentence they wrote for Nell, Carly's name had to be in it. Carly this, Carly that. Carly has everything. Once Nell died and Nina found out, every other word out of her mouth is Carly. Carly. And I said, no, they are now merging the character of Nell into Nina, and I just don't like it. I don't like it at all. It's ridiculous. Completely ridiculous. So let's go to Comic Corner. Comic Corner. We have Gnome SC on you know what? I don't even know how to pronounce that. SCNONA Scanonaful says, don't get me started on the scene with that Nina had with Bobby. What scene did Nina have with Bobby? When she called out Bobby for being you know what, did you watch Ahead? I'm not going to finish that comment because I don't remember Nina and Bobby talking at all. So I think you must have watched Ahead. Wow. Yeah, I don't know. Now she says, what I don't understand is how General Hospital didn't have Sonny's young girls being upset that he was gone, or Donna being completely confused about who he was and when he got back. That would have put perspective on how devastating him leaving was without it being about Carly. Yeah, that's true. But I guess that was the point, to make Carly, Michael, and Jocelyn seem unreasonable and cautious, reasonable and cautious, callous, unreasonable and callous. Well, you know what was interesting? They didn't really drive home because little Donna was calling Jason daddy. See, that's the devastating effects of Nina. She's calling Jason daddy. And if Sonny would have heard that, see, and Cardi needs to bring it up. See, nobody's bringing that up. My daughter was calling our best friend Jason daddy. Yeah, think about that. So Linda says, I love the way you explained Carly. I think you are thinking the way I'm thinking about Carly's actions concerning Willow. She does love Willow like she is her own daughter. Yes, Nina and Sonny are totally delusional and they deserve one another piece. Cindy says, I'm not into the storyline with Willow and Nina being mother and daughter, and it's taking up half the week, the whole week. And initially wanted Esme to be pregnant by Nicholas, and she is, but I don't care for the amnesia stuff. Marcus Coma is leaving, so we don't know how they're going to handle probably the Nicholas storyline. One, not the greatest week so far. I know we can't always have the storylines we want. Isn't tomorrow supposed to be the last time we see Marcus Coma? I think it's supposed to be the 20th. That's tomorrow. That's tomorrow's GH. Anita says the Nina scenes are over the top. Cynthia, the actress, knows how to play loony neurotic so well. She sure does. Nina is definitely delusional with her expectations. I have a daughter. I'm glad that Willow has forgiven Sonny and especially Carly. Michael needs to do the same. And Deborah says, Willow is the one who is sick, but she knows Carly would never hurt her or Michael. Unlike Nina, she is delusional to think all is forgiven between her and Willow, but they're all putting the test off. No, the test has been done. I mean, it's being done right now. The results aren't in. Where they should be. How about if Nina doesn't match? I know. Hope they're not putting all our hopes into one basket. I'm hoping Carly's the match. Ron says Anna is getting ready to go off on Miss Frenchie. She knows something is not just right. NK Rose says Nina's going to leave Sonny the moment she gets the slimmest chance to have a relationship with Willow. Something Sonny was too selfish to do to get his family back. NK Rose says Carly had more remorse for her actions than Nina since she came back to Port Charles. Yes, Carly truly did not know Nina is sick. I mean, Nina could die. I mean, not Nina, oh my God. Willow could die. And Carly, yeah, Carly would lay down her life for Willow. You know, seriously, she would. Lisa, Carly had a reason for keeping Willow secret. She was protecting Willow. Nina does what she does for revenge and spite towards Carly and Willow. Ruth says, no way, don't want Willow and Michael divorced. They're already divorced, Ruth. They haven't remarried yet. I don't want, Nell is not coming back. Oh my God, stop saying Nell. Comment corner lady, I like your your hat. And I don't like that idea. I never said Nell was coming back. Nell is dead. Sandy says, angry boy Michael needs to mellow out. He can't be angry at someone all the time. Nina is way too much. Dashia says, why won't Michael just marry Willow at bedside? I know he should. He could make the decision because Willow is unstable to make any decisions. And Michael says, the Carly and Sunny conversation should be good. I hope Nina's a match. If your theory is correct about the bone marrow switch, Nina would be crushed. Great recap. Nina would be crushed, but eventually Willow and Nina would have a relationship. They always make adult children eventually be best friends with their parents. Let's see. Ruth says, just because her mother, Madeline Reeves, was loony doesn't give Nina the justification to do the same thing, be a loon. Well, it could be in the genes. Yeah, you're right, Ruth. Dacia says, Harmony asked Carly not to tell Nina that Willow was a biological daughter. Carly kept a promise to Harmony, death confession. Told Carly that Nina would go overboard with this. Nina is doing way too much. Now, let's be real. Harmony had just drugged and tried to kill Carly 2 hours before. Carly happened to be at that room because the writers wanted her there to hear this outlandish deathbed confession. Harmony was trying to keep the secret. That's why she tried to kill Carly. So why would Harmony even just confirm and tell Carly everything? That was very unlikely. Carly doesn't get allegiances to people she doesn't like, or especially people that tried to kill her. Carly kept the secret because for one, she hated Nina. And for two, she saw the way Nina has always treated Willow. Carly never cared that it was Harmony's deathbed confession. That kind of stuff does not move Carly. Anita says the scene between Heather and Esme was very entertaining. And Ariana says, oh, hello, Oliver. You're talking to my doggy dog. TJ has Nina's number. Yes, Michael, poof, be gone. I love the scene with Carly and Willow. There's a difference between loving someone and terrorizing someone. I know. Michael will forgive her because Willow has, and he loves her. He hates what she's done, but he loves her. He does love his mother. He's just mad at her. Michael's forgiveness matters to Carly. I agree with you, Daily Recap Lady, about how it'll go with Sunny and Carly. As Sunny gives, Carly gives back. She doesn't care if Sunny doesn't, if she doesn't care if Sunny forgives her or not for the moment. Great recap. Then we have Lucy says, love this mini daily recap review. Thank you, Lucy. Nakisha says, I hope that Valentine's friend is playing Victor. Maybe Anna and Valentine will be Trojan horses to get taken on purpose. They get held in the same place as Lucy. Then the lady can come and escape them out through the catacombs. That might be turnaround. That might be what's going to happen. We'll see. Lucy says, those catacombs sound intriguing. A romantic place to be stuck in with sexy, good-looking Valentine. I like Valentine's actor. He's so suave and debonair. And then when he speaks French, don't you just love that French? So anyway, that is it for the daily recap of General Hospital. I will be back tomorrow for Cliffhanger Friday.